Good morning. This is the Paradise Unicorn Priestess, bringing you day 326 of A Course in Miracles, the Yin translation, where we use female words. This would be November 22nd if you're starting at the new year. Separation versus union. False healing heals the body in a part, but never as a whole. Its separate goals become quite clear in this, for it has not removed the curse of sin that lies on it. Therefore, it still deceives, nor is it made by one who understands the other is exactly like herself, for it is this that makes true healing possible. When false, there is some power that another has, not equally bestowed on both as one. Here is the separation shown, and here the meaning of true healing has been lost, and idols have arisen to obscure the unity that is the child of God. Healing to separate may seem to be a strange idea, and yet it can be said of any form of healing that is based on inequality of any kind. These forms may heal the body, and indeed are generally limited to this. Someone knows better, has been better trained, or is perhaps more talented and wise. Therefore, she can give healing to the one who stands beneath her in her patronage. The healing of the body can be done by this because, in dreams, equality cannot be permanent. The shifts and change are what the dream is made of. To be healed appears to be to find a wiser one who, by her arts and learning, will succeed. Someone knows better. This, the magic phrase by which the body seems to be the aim of healing as the world conceives of it. And to this wiser one, another goes to profit by her learning and her skill, to find in her the remedy for pain. How can that be? True healing cannot come from inequality assumed and then accepted as the truth and used to help restore the wounded and to calm the mind that suffers from the agony of doubt. Is there a role for healing then that one can use to offer help for someone else? In arrogance, the answer must be no, but in humility, there is indeed a place for helpers. It is like the role that helps in prayer and lets forgiveness be what it is meant to be. You do not make yourself the bearer of the special gift that brings the healing. You but recognize your oneness with the one who calls for help. For in this oneness is her separate sense dispelled, and it is this that made her sick. There is no point in giving remedy apart from where the source of sickness is, for never thus can it be truly healed. Healers there are, for they are children of God who recognize their source and understand that all their source creates is one with them. This is the remedy that brings relief which cannot fail. It will remain to bless for all eternity. It heals no part, but wholly and forever. Now the cause of every malady has been revealed exactly as it is. And in that place is written now the holy word of God. Sickness and separation must be healed by love and union. Nothing else can heal, as God established healing. Without her there is no healing, for there is no love. God's voice alone can tell you how to heal. Listen, and you will never fail to bring her kindly remedy to those she sends to you, to let her heal them, and to bless all those who serve with her in healing's name. The body's healing will occur because its cause is gone, and now without a cause, it cannot come again in different form, nor will death any more be feared because it has been understood. There is no fear in one who has been truly healed, for love has entered now where idols used to stand, and fear has given way at last to God. All right, we have a continuation of the comparison of true and false healing, where we see that the false healing perpetuates separation, whereas true healing is of union and is the healing of the separation. And this, of course, is the consistent message across the board, that there is the forgiveness that perpetuates separation. It's not true forgiveness. We should perhaps call it an attempt at forgiveness that doesn't work. And then we have the true forgiveness, which heals the separation and acknowledges our unity. So with prayer, we have prayer that perpetuates separation, where we are all asking for different things. And that's pushing us deeper into eccentricity and specialness and being hopelessly different, not able to join and see our oneness. It adds to complexity rather than reducing down to simplicity. And here we have healing, where there is a type of healing that perpetuates separation. And it explains that this happens when we are relying on magic. And magic, again, is when we act like what is in the dream illusion simulation is reality. And therefore we have to play by the rules of limitation. So when we come to this problem in the dream and we try to solve the problem in the dream, we're looking for something that appears to be more powerful than the sickness is. So we're looking for a person who has gifts or talents or skills or abilities or status or whatever it might be. There's something about that person that they trump the sickness in some way. But the problem with this is it perpetuates a hierarchy between individual shards of God when we are one. And the truth is, the healer is always the one who has the sickness. Even Jesus said to people, "Your faith has made you whole." Jesus was like a catalyst. Jesus had the full understanding that this is all an illusion. So when people came into the presence of one who did not possess limiting beliefs, it was an invitation for them to let go of their limiting beliefs. It was their faith in the unity and the oneness that allowed them to experience the healing. And so whenever we have a problem, a sickness, a little sign of death of any kind, we are to find healing in joining with our other selves. We are in a situation where we are being asked by the present moment to seek out our other selves in love, to let go of believing in the separation, and to receive the true meaning of love, that there is no division between us. We heal together. We never heal separately. And so the fact that there is a problem or a sickness, that is that opening, that invitation to go forth and find forgiveness. Find it in our other selves. The Course tells us over and over that our other selves are our Savior and we are theirs, and we are healed together. We are puzzle pieces in a beautiful, glorious, giant jigsaw puzzle of oneness, that it's in coming together in equality that we heal, not seeking someone out because they have special gifts. It doesn't matter if it's medical training and medicines and surgery, or if it's a spiritual healer who has psychic abilities and can see something that you can't. That's dismissing the power that we have ourselves, that we play in making the sickness appear in the dream in the first place. We must always acknowledge the power that we ourselves have, that we are not helpless victims, that we made this happen, that our being sick is our will. And we have to heal why that is. We have to recognize the truth underneath the illusion of pain that we are so believing in, and let go of a belief that we need to be in pain. The takeaway message here is not to avoid seeking the magical healing that is the wisdom of the world. Early on in the Course, it says that relying on magic is a kindness, it is a gentleness, it is a compassion, because that's where we're at. That's what we believe in. It's our belief in it that makes it work. So, of course, we should let that be part of our experience, as long as we believe in it. And we shouldn't deny our beliefs. Our beliefs change on a deep level when we really get that this is an illusion. And we'll know when that's happening because we'll see the signs of it. We'll see the miracle. We won't need to go to magical sources because, well, the sickness will already be gone. Seeking out these magical cures, as the Course refers to them, does not have to be a problem. It does not have to be anything. On some level, we recognize that it's just the dream playing out. None of it matters. All the while, we seek the deeper healing, the true healing that is found in true forgiveness. The The Course says that when we experience a miracle that we're not ready for, it causes great fear, and it's easy for us to sit here and wonder why that would be. We have all these things that we want, all these things about the illusion that are not the way we would want them to be, and we think, why wouldn't I just be happy to have those things healed? What we don't fully realize is that when we see the rules of limitation shamelessly broken before our eyes, it can be terrifying, because then we question all that we currently believe in. That is a lot to take in, a lot to be with. That which would cause us to flee back deeper into illusion is not the way of gentle awakening. Nor does it respect our sovereignty to invite it in when we are ready. The more connected we are to love, the more connected we are to each other, the more prepared we are to believe in the miracle. Then we welcome it in with joy, and we share it with our other selves, our loved ones. The passage explains that God established healing, and that without her there is no healing, because there is no love. And we remember that God and love, they are the same. They are synonyms, interchangeable. Love is what heals. And love is not what the rules of the world are based on. They are not what beliefs and limitation are based on. They are not what the practices and arts of healing in the world are based on. And then we have this beautiful phrase in the passage, God's voice alone can tell you how to heal. Listen, and you will never fail to bring her kindly remedy to those she sends to you, to let her heal them, and to bless all those who serve with her in healing's name. The body's healing will occur because its cause has gone, and now without a cause it cannot come again in a different form, nor will death any more be feared because it has been understood. There is no fear in one who has been truly healed, for love has entered now where idols used to stand, and fear has given way at last to God. This is a beautiful promise and such beautiful reason for putting our trust into divine guidance, to open ourselves to that guidance and ask for it always. Would we not that all be healed? Let it be so. After reviewing what is the creation found in show notes, we go on to lesson 326. I am forever an effect of God. Mother, I was created in your mind, a holy thought that never left its home. I am forever your effect, and you forever and forever are my cause. As you created me, I have remained. Where you established me, I still abide. And all your attributes abide in me because it is your will to have a child so like her cause that cause and its effect are indistinguishable. Let me know that I am an effect of God, and so I have the power to create like you, and as it is in heaven, so on earth. Your plan I follow here, and at the end, I know that you will gather your effects into the tranquil heaven of your love, where earth will vanish, and all separate thoughts unite in glory as the child of God. Let us today behold the earth disappear, at first transformed, and then forgiven, fade entirely into God's holy will. That is our lesson for the day. Happy practicing.